old Billy Bonesaw joke about that at all, because then he'll never get a check from the Saudis again. Like, Tim Dillon proved that was off limits. You know, at least he was being honest and didn't censor himself, and he's being too honest. Like, he literally said he's just doing it for the money, and he's being paid to look the other way when it comes to slave labor and human rights violations. So that shows ignoring that stuff is part of the deal, and Bill knows that. You know, because usually he has no problem making fun of countries and making fun of the people there and their government and how they do things. And he used to do that with Saudi Arabia, but now that they're paying him, it's a different story. Like, now he'll just make a couple lighthearted jokes and then talk about how amazing his experience was and how great the people and culture are. And then he'll act like if you have a problem with him performing there, it's because you're a racist idiot that can't find Saudi Arabia on a map. Like, also to cope, he starts talking about how corrupt every country he performs in is. But of course, he never mentions the big differences. He's getting paid by the Saudi government to ignore the corruption there. And then also he talks about how Iceland is a more ethical country. But then he's like, it's kind of weird over there though. And then he makes a joke about how there's a lot of inbreeding in Iceland and they need an app to help prevent against it. And the audience does not seem to like that, probably because he just spent 15 minutes shilling for Saudi Arabia and ignoring everything wrong with that country, which ironically is one of the most inbred countries. But they gave him a fat check, so he'll never just...
Yeah. Like, we don't want to say that. Like, that's the thing about, I think in a lot of countries, it's like everybody has a little bit of incest in every country, right? You know, but the main ones that you hear about is like, obviously, like, you know, the royals in England, yes, in Sweden, hell, like, you know, in the US, like, you know, you ever heard of the South? You know, I married my cousin or my sister, you know. Have you seen the soft white underbelly, dude? Come on. Everybody in this whole world has done that.